Why did you disappear after leaving the agency?
Because the program worked. I learned how to rewrite thoughts, and I helped build it.
Broadcasting live from Hardwood Holler, tucked into the Appalachian foothills of Upstate South Carolina, this is Dave's After Dark. Tonight we're doing what we do best, staying up late and with curiosity as our only real compass. The world is weird, history is weirder, and the future is barreling towards us like a freight train full of shiny gadgets and questionable decisions. That's the territory we explore here. Before we get rolling, a quick welcome to our new viewers. This channel is my little nighttime laboratory, part radio show, part history campfire, part sci-fi plot experiment, all tied together, one simple idea: learning should still feel like an adventure. Some nights we play guessing games, some nights we go deep into unforgotten stories, some nights we stare into the future. And every once in a while, we laugh at ourselves because taking the universe too seriously is a good way to miss having fun. Now, here's what's coming up tonight. First, our Future File segment. We'll look at the strange new world of AI and robotics and space. Not the marketing brochure version, but the how this might actually shape our lives version. No hype, no doom, just clear eyes and good conversation. Then we crank up the energy for our featured robot speed painting game. Tonight's theme, some of the most haunted places in America. The clues start mysterious, the paintings slowly emerge, and you try to beat everyone else in the chat to the answer. It's fast, it's spooky, and it's a lot of fun. After that, we shift gears for our deep dive slideshow on how ancient civilizations tried to predict the future. From priests reading the sky to rulers targeting signs and dreams, we'll explore why humans have always felt the pull to know what comes next and what those old beliefs say about us today. And then later tonight, we're going to try a little experiment with something new, a featured call of the week. For now, we're going to be using AI callers to role-play stories and theories. Completely transparent, no tricks, until we build up enough brave night owls willing to phone in live. Maybe we got some out there now. Think of it as rehearsal for the future. And we'll wrap the night by gently steering you into a relaxing review of our bumper music questions. The day can have the noise, the night belongs to reflection. So settle in, grab a drink, adjust the lights, and say hello in the chat. Whether you're here for the games, the stories, or the rabbit holes, I'm glad you found this little corner of the night. This is Dave's After Dark, so it's time to get started.
Dust on the lobby keys, red velvet ropes still hang. Your name on the guest list, room 314, never claimed. Ghost light in the hallway, one suitcase in my chest. I keep turning that brass knob, like tonight you might have left. This empty hotel room shines on every room you never slept in. I keep lying to the air, saying you'll be right back. You're just checking in. Every door I open is a version of you I never knew. This empty hotel room, and every quiet floor keeps leading
All righty. Let's take a quick look at what's been happening out there. While most of the world was asleep, this is where we pull the most interesting stories from science, AI, and robotics, and a little bit from space. Anything that makes you stop and think for a second. And we jump into the chat. As we go, please do jump into the chat. I see some people saying hi. Good to see everybody tonight. And feel free at any point in the evening to throw some comments in the chat, and I'll try to keep my eye on them the best I can, and we'll have some chat. Let's open tonight's After Dark dispatches with the first news story. Now, the first story is the super kill nova that has astronomers nervous. Astronomers may have caught something we've never clearly seen before, a kind of cosmic double explosion. They're calling it super kill nova. The idea is wild but grounded. A massive star explodes, then almost immediately leaves behind two neutron stars that spiral together and merge inside the debris cloud. That merger sends out gravitational waves and a second flash of light, like the universe saying, no, wait, there's more. Caltech researchers stress this is still tentative and needs confirmation, but if it holds up, it could explain how some of the universe's heaviest elements are made. Big science, big patience, and big explosions. So here's the thing to watch for. If this turns out to be real, it changes how we think heavy elements are made in the universe. Does that feel like science inching forward? Or one of those moments where we realize how little we still understand? That's our first story. Kind of interesting, right? Second up, humanoid robots clock in at real border crossing. I love humanoid robots. This one feels like science fiction wandering into government office. China has begun deploying humanoid robots at a busy border crossing with Vietnam, not for demos, not for publicity photos, but for actual daily work. These Walker S2 robots are guiding passengers, monitoring crowds, directing vehicles, and assisting inspections. Researchers call this embodied AI, meaning intelligence that operates in the physical world instead of just on screens. On one hand, it's efficient and practical. On the other, rows of humanoid-shaped mechanics managing a border crossing is a visual that lingers. It's not the future, anyone. It's a Tuesday. All right, take it easy. Good to see you. So how about that? Humanoid robots being deployed to the border with Vietnam. What I'll be watching for is how quickly this spreads beyond pilot programs. Does this feel like practical automation to you? I don't know. We'll see. Next up, let's do the next story. Here we go. AI's big test. Can it finally earn its keep in 2026? So everybody, I use AI all the time. I use it to put this show together. After years of hype, AI may be entering its most uncomfortable phase, being judged on results. According to enterprise investors, 2026 is shaping up as the year AI has to prove its deliverables and real value. Companies are focusing on interpolarity, efficiency, and cost control, especially as data centers chew through staggering amounts of electricity. Yeah, that's a big story, the electricity. Security experts say the same tools boosting productivity could also supercharge supercrime. What? The era of wow is fading. Now it's show me. The big question for me in this is once AI is judged by results instead of demos, who actually wins? Companies, workers, or the machines themselves? Yeah, so lots of changes ahead. Am I right? Or am I right? Next up, Artemis 2 and India's space is getting crowded again. Space news is quietly heating up. NASA is targeting an early February launch for Artemis 2, sending astronauts around the moon. to test Orion systems before future landings. At the same time, India is planning a March test flight for its Gaganyaan crew program, including life support systems and recovery operations. So India is going to the moon too. This isn't a race in the Cold War sense. It's more like multiple nations realizing space access matters again. Add private rockets, lowering launch costs, and suddenly low Earth orbit and lunar feels super busy. What I'm watching for here is whether the space exploration stays cooperative or turns competitive again. Does this feel like a shared human project or the early stages of another space race? Hard to say, hard to say. Next up, what do we got? Next up is Neuralink. Neuralink plans high-volume brain implants in 2026. High volume. Neuralink says it's preparing to scale brain-computer implants in a serious way. After FDA clearance and successful early human trials, the company claims automated surgery could allow high-volume implantation as soon as 2026. So far, patients with paralysis have used the implants to control computers, browse the web, and even game, using thought alone. It's impressive and deeply unsettling, depending on your perspective. Faster surgeries, lower costs, and mass production push this from experiment to infrastructure. The technology is advancing quickly. The ethical conversations are jogging to catch up. The thing to watch is how fast this moves from medical use into everyday life. Where do you personally draw the line between treatment and enhancement? Yeah, I want a Neuralink. I don't know about you. You guys want a Neuralink? Anybody want a Neuralink out there? All right. China's push to dominate humanoid robotics. Now, we talked about this a little bit. China appears determined to lead the humanoid robotics race. Government-backed plans to scale production sharply over the next 2 years. Analysts say Chinese firms are moving faster than competitors, testing robots in laboratories and public spaces while others remain stuck in labs. Costs are still high, dexterity is limited. Have you seen them? They've shown videos of these guys that doing like dance troops or they're fighting robots. That's going to be the next thing, right? Is instead of real boxers, there's going to be robot boxers, robot theater. While others see a genuine industrial shift, one thing is certain. When you see a single human worker surrounded by idle robots, it forces a pause. What I'm watching for is whether these robots become genuinely useful or quietly disappear after the headlines fade. Do you think robots are inevitable or an expensive detour? I don't know how much you guys have seen these humanoid robotics, but they are something else, aren't they?
This is the hour the silence speaks. When the signal slips through the seas, turn the dial, don't ask why. Some doors open when you listen. The night is wide, the answers wait between the stars and the static lines. If you hear your name in the noise, you're already on the other side.
Let's turn the lights down just a notch. Pick up the pace. It's time for a robot speed painting game. Tonight, this is not for the complete food. We're counting down the top 20 most haunted places in the good old US of A. The robot starts painting, the clues roll out from vague to obvious, and it's your job to beat everyone else in the chat to the answer. Some of these places have long histories, some have very strange reputations. Now remember, we're going to be doing the top 20 most haunted places in the
Ladies and gentlemen.
Eyes on the painting, fingers on the keyboard. Let's see who's brave and fast enough to take the lead. Top 20 most haunted places in the
Clue
USA.
1. This seaside stronghold has stood through cannons, conquests, and centuries of soldiers who may have never quite left their posts. Clue 2. Visitors often report echoing footsteps and distant voices drifting through stone corridors built long before comfort mattered. Clue 3. Located in America's oldest city, this fortress feels less abandoned than patiently occupied.
All right, anybody have any guesses? Where is this place? Turns out when the walls are made of coquina, they don't just absorb cannonballs, they apparently hold grudges too. This is Castillo de San Marcos. Castillo de San Marcos. And it is haunted. Haunted as hell, apparently.
Clue 1. This creaky New England home feels like it wandered out of a Gothic novel and decided to stay. Clue 2. Guests claim they see figures that resemble characters more than actual people.
That sounds true.
Clue 3. Its legacy is tied to an author whose imagination may have left permanent residence behind.
That's right, there's a connection to an author on this one. When ghosts start cosplaying as book characters, you know the author really committed to the vibe. All right, who knows this one? Anybody know? This is House of the Seven Gables. Does that sound familiar? Very haunted. Very haunted. Number 18. Coming up. Here we go.
Clue 1. This glamorous landmark has hosted movie stars, premieres, and guests who never quite checked out. Clue 2. Elevators stop on their own, and mirrors reflect figures no one recognizes.
This is in LA.
Clue 3. Old Hollywood energy lingers here long after the spotlight fades.
Even in the afterlife, Hollywood ghosts still refuse to leave without one last appearance. It's in Los Angeles, you know? Haunted. It is the Roosevelt Hotel in Hollywood. There you go. Very haunted, apparently. Now, I think you might know the next one. I think you might know it.
Clue 1. This quiet house became infamous after a crime that shocked a nation.
Shocking.
Clue 2. Whispers, cold spots, and uneasy feelings greet overnight visitors. Clue 3. The mystery surrounding this home refuses to rest peacefully.
Yeah, this is the scene of a pretty gruesome crime. You can sleep in the room, but don't be surprised if the house still insists it didn't do anything wrong. It wasn't the house, but it is haunted. This is the Lizzie Borden house. The Lizzie Borden house. Check it in. Number 17 on our most haunted places in the United States. Number 16.
Clue 1. This rural site is known for voices that answer back when spoken to. Clue 2. Disembodied knocks and unseen forces dominate local legend.
Disembodied knocks.
Clue 3. It's one of America's earliest and most unsettling hauntings.
Earliest haunted. When a cave answers back, that's your cue to politely apologize and leave. No kidding, I'd be out the door. This is a familiar story. Anybody know this one? This is the Bell Witch Cave. The Bell Witch Cave. Sound familiar to anybody? There it is. Looking at number 16 on our most haunted list. Number 15 now.
Clue 1. This historic home has worn many hats over the years. Clue 2. Footsteps echo where trials and executions once took place.
This is the courthouse, I think. And an execution.
Clue
site.
3. Its many past lives seem unwilling to settle on just one ending.
So I believe this is in San Diego, California. San Diego, California. Unusual spot for a haunted place, right? Turns out mixing executions and real estate is terrible for resale and afterlife. This is the Whaley House. The Whaley House in San Diego, California. Number 15 on our most haunted places in the United States. Next up is number 14 on our list.
Clue 1. Guests here sometimes receive phone calls from no one at all. Clue 2. Figures appear near beds and vanish without explanation.
I wouldn't like that.
Clue 3. This hotel's hospitality apparently extends beyond the living.
This is in Arizona, and I would not like seeing people at my foot of my bed. When your room service call comes from the afterlife, tipping gets complicated. Arizona, Hotel Monte Vista. Hotel Monte Vista, number 14 on our most haunted places in America list. All right, next up is number 13. Number 13.
Clue 1. This abandoned desert hotel still sounds surprisingly busy.
I think this is in Nevada.
Clue 2. Footsteps echo through empty halls, as if guests are arriving late.
I'd say.
Clue 3. Luxury faded, but something stayed behind.
This is a big building, or way back in the day. Proof that even ghosts hate having a really nice hotel. Anyway, Nevada, and it's called the Goldfield Hotel. I believe it's Nevada. I could be wrong. I could be corrected if someone knows. All right, next up is number 12 on our most haunted list.
Clue 1. This elegant home hides one of the darkest reputations in its city. Clue 2. Chains, shadows, and echoes hint at real suffering from the past.
Chains and screams. I'm not into
Clue
it.
3. Its history makes even skeptics uneasy.
Yeah, no kidding. When the ghosts feel less scary than the real history, you know it's bad. Huh. Okay. Anybody know the name of this one? Going once, going twice. This is the La Laurie Mansion in New Orleans. On one of those main corners. In black and white, though. Hard to tell. Okay, next up, number 11.
Clue 1. This massive institution was built to help, but often harmed instead.
Yeah.
Clue 2. Voices and figures appear in long, echoing corridors.
No thanks.
Clue 3. One shadowy presence is reported again and again.
So, you know, these crazy asylums are notoriously haunted. Apparently, even ghosts here are still waiting to be discharged. Yeah. Anybody know? This is a haunted place. It is the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum. Lunatic Asylum. There you go. That's haunted. Haunted at hell. Number 10.
Clue 1. This grand vessel carried luxury travelers across the sea. Clue 2. Crew members are still reported long after the ship stopped sailing. Clue 3. It may be docked, but it's far from quiet.
Now, this is docked in Long Beach, California. And in fact, my 50th high school reunion is scheduled to be at this place. That's right. It is the Queen Mary. The Queen Mary. When even the ghost refused to abandon ship, you know it's a classic. Did you know that was haunted? Anybody been there? Anybody been to the Queen Mary? Yeah. Not well. Next up is number 9.
Clue 1. This stately home is soaked in generations of sorrow. Clue 2. Apparitions appear near staircases and hallways. Clue 3. Tragedy seems to echo through every room.
Well, it looks like a spooky place, right? Am I right? Some families pass down heirlooms. This one passed down hauntings. This is... Wait a minute. 21. Going twice. Checking in at number 9 on our most haunted list is the Lemp Mansion. L-E-M-P. Lemp. There you go. Alrighty. Well, we're down to the top 8. Top 8 most haunted places in the United States.
Clue 1. This modest home became infamous after an unsolved crime. Clue 2. Children's voices and moving objects unsettle visitors.
I'd say that would unsettle me.
Clue 3. Overnight stays rarely feel restful.
Yeah, no kidding. Overnight stays rarely feel restful. When the house itself says maybe don't stay, it's best to listen. Well, it says it right there on the sign. Villisca Axe Murder House. I don't think I'd stay there. All right, next up, number 7, and I have been to this next one.
Clue 1. This mansion grew without a plan and without pause. Clue 2. Staircases lead nowhere and doors open to walls. Clue 3. Confusion may have been part of the design.
Yeah, construction was meant to confuse the spirits. So there's a long story about this. The lady thought if she kept building that the ghosts wouldn't bother her. I think she was told that. But even ghosts get lost without a floor plan. So this is indeed the Winchester Mystery House in San Jose, California. I actually went there as a field trip on my Cub Scouts. I don't know, they were trying to scare us, little kids, or what? I'm not sure. Winchester Mystery House, number 7. Next up, number 6.
Clue 1. This plantation is famous for a figure who never reveals her face. Clue 2. Guests report figures standing silently near beds. Clue 3. Legend fades, but the presence does not.
I think this is in either South or North Carolina. Not positive. When the legend's fake, but the ghost still shows up, that's commitment. So, anybody know? Number 6? Anybody been there? The haunted place. It is the Myrtles Plantation. Myrtles. And I know there's a Myrtle Beach in South Carolina, right up towards the border with North Carolina. That's number 6. All right, number 5 on our list.
Clue 1. This hilltop hotel reinvented itself many times. Clue 2. Former hospital halls still feel crowded. Clue 3. Guests often leave feeling followed.
a hidden morgue unsettled even daytime visitors. Yeah, I'd say so. The spa closed, but the chills are still complimentary. I guess this is a famous hotel. I don't know. Anybody know? Going once, going twice? This is the Crescent Hotel. The Crescent Hotel. All right. Next up is number 4.
Clue 1. This prison was built for silence and isolation. Clue 2. Whispers and shadows now fill the empty cells. Clue 3. The quiet experiment failed loudly.
Now, I hate these jail ones. That looks like a haunted castle in Europe to me. But it's not. Turns out solitary confinement is bad for both the living and the dead. This is in Pennsylvania. This is the Eastern State Penitentiary. Eastern State Penitentiary. Haunted as hell. All right, that means we're down to the top 3 most haunted places in the United States. Let's see if you can get all 3. Here we go.
Clue 1. This towering hospital treated thousands who never recovered. Clue 2. Shadow figures roam halls meant for healing. Clue 3. One corridor earned a chilling reputation.
Well, so this is another one of those lunatic asylums. When your hallway has a reputation, you know it's not just for decor. Who knows? Going once, going twice, this is a haunted place. This is the Waverly Hills Sanatorium. Sanatorium. Another name for a lunatic asylum. It looks like a haunted place. So. All right, number 2 on our haunted place.
Clue 1. This peaceful landscape once saw unimaginable violence. Clue 2. Cannon fire and voices are still reported today. Clue 3. Some soldiers may never have left the field.
One of the bloodiest chapters in American history. Even the ghosts here still refuse to retreat. So yeah, people have said it's a pretty spooky place. I actually haven't been there. I don't know if any of you guys have been there. Going once, going twice. One of the most haunted places in the United States is the Gettysburg Battlefield. The Gettysburg Battlefield. There it is. Gettysburg Battlefield. All right, it takes us down to number 1. The number 1 most haunted place in the United States.
Clue 1. This mountain hotel feels lively, even when nearly empty. Clue 2. Music, laughter, and opening doors puzzle guests. Clue 3. A famous horror story was born within its walls.
Yes, it was. Guests report piano music and children laughing and doors opening on their own. Turns out writer's block is terrifying, but the hotel apparently had ideas of its own. Yes, indeed. This is where they filmed the movie The Shining. Who knows? Anybody know the name of it? This was called the Stanley Hotel. The Stanley Hotel. All right, we made it through the list. That was America's most haunted location. And robots be paying. Alrighty.
Somewhere past the highway line, someone's watching from the sky. I don't run, I just listen to the questions drifting by. Coffee cooling in my hand, dashboard cracked and humming low. One headlight in the rearview fades like it already knows. Somewhere past the highway line, I feel every hidden eye. I don't run, I just listen to the questions drifting by. If you're there, then say my name. If you're gone, then tell me why. Somewhere past the highway light. Vacant sign still flickers, sand piled at the door. One key on the counter, like it's been waiting for more. Your perfume in the curtain, faded roses on the floor. I talk into the quiet, like you're walking once more. Haunting this deserted room, like it's the last place I had you. Every shadow wears your face, every breath pulls me back to that slow, unfinished kiss, hanging heavy in the gloom. I'm alone, but I'm with you.
Caller, you said you worked in weather modification. What exactly were you responsible for?
Storm steering, cloud seeding, nudging pressure systems. We weren't supposed to aim them until one night someone did.
Caller, what year are you calling from?
2047, and you're not supposed to be on the air tonight. This broadcast changes everything.
Hello, caller. Are you there?
They took me. The lights came from the sky. I wasn't asleep.
All right. Now I want to try something a little different. Late radio has always been about voices in the dark, stories that couldn't quite fit anywhere else, things that sound strange at first and then stick with you. For now, we're going to experiment with an AI caller. No tricks, no pretending otherwise, just a way to explore ideas, stories, and scenarios. So let's give this a try and see if the caller might be there. Hello, caller, are you there?
Yeah, yes, I'm here. Oh Lord, I thought no one would pick up. I swear on my life, what they showed me, them lights in the sky, they just came down on my truck out of nowhere. Like the whole road folded up.
Well, you're safe here, so feel free to tell us the rest of the story.
They were so tall. I mean, skinny, real skinny, with them big black eyes. No pupils, just empty. I kept thinking if I blinked, they'd all move at once, you know? I tried to scream, but my voice, they took me up there. And time went missing. I looked at my dash clock when I came to. 3 hours, gone. No one believes yet, but they told me things, big things, like we're running out of time down here. They said the stars, oh God.
Well, that sounds pretty chilling, Karen. Did they have any messages for us?
Mm-hmm. They put it right in my head, like ice pick straight in. The balance is tipping. That's what they kept saying. Something about we keep burning up the sky and stealing from the oceans. And they said the next cycle's starting. Not soon, now. Like something's already on its way, and we ain't gonna like it. They said, tell the desert woman. I don't even know what that means. I ain't no desert woman. I'm from Ely. I swear on my life they meant me. But I ain't telling no one else. Not after last time. My sister said I was drunk again.
You're from Ely, are you? Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, Ely, Nevada. Been waiting tables at the Prospector since Nixon was president, or close enough. My shift ended at 11. I took the back way, 375. Quicker, quieter. That's when they showed up, like ghosts made of light. I've seen UFOs before, sure. Everybody out there has. But this was personal. They knew me, knew my name, whispered it in my head. Karen, like wind through bones. And then the light swallowed me whole. Anyway, yeah, Ely, not far from where they keep, them hangers, the ones they say ain't really there.
Well, that sounds pretty spooky, Karen. I appreciate you sharing your story with us tonight.
It ain't spooky. It's real. I got the marks, little round ones on my arm, like they took something. Maybe blood, maybe worse. They told me things about how the ice is melting faster than it should, and the sky's gonna tear. And they're coming. Not them, I don't mean. Something behind them. Something old, angry. Wake up, they said, while there's still wind in the sails. I don't even know what that means. I just know they looked sad, like they'd seen this all before. You think I'm crazy too, don't you?
Well, that sounds a little interesting to be certain, but are you afraid they might take you again?
Oh, honey, every night. I keep the porch light on and the radio playing loud. But last night, I woke up standing in my own front yard, barefoot, frost all over, looking up at where I think the moon should be. But it was wrong. Too big, too close, like it was watching. I ran inside and locked every door. But they don't use doors, do they? They just slip in, like steam. They told me they'd be back soon, for the rest, whatever that means. I swear on my life, I ain't sleeping again till spring.
Well, thank you, Karen, for sharing your story. We're out of time tonight, but do call in again. Thank you.
Okay. I'll call again. I gotta hang up now. The lights just flickered. Whole block. No, not again. Don't hang up. Don't.
Good night. Oh, so kind of trippy, no? So if you haven't given AI speech a try, you should give it a try. It'll chat with you about just about anything, and you can have it do role play. This is Grok. So if you haven't tried Grok, you can get it in the app stores and check it out and see if you don't like it. Who knows? Maybe you do. Oh, I got one more thing to play for you tonight. A little short video that we've loaded up on our channel. And thank you for hanging out with me. And I'll bid you a good night.
3, 2, 1.
Imagine sailing into a vast expanse of the Atlantic where compasses spin wildly, radios fall silent, and entire ships vanish without a trace. Welcome to the Bermuda Triangle, the Devil's Sea, a 500,000 square mile enigma stretching from Bermuda to Miami to Puerto Rico, where the line between fact and legend blurs into oblivion. For centuries, this cursed patch of ocean has claimed lives and sparked wild theories. Tonight, in the After Dark archives, we dive into its deadliest secrets. Buckle up, or you might just disappear. The mystery ignited in the public eye during the 20th century, but whispers date back to Christopher Columbus, who reported strange lights and erratic compass readings in 1492. Fast forward to March 4th, 1918. The USS Cyclops, a massive Navy cargo ship loaded with 10,800 tons of manganese ore and 306 souls aboard, steams out of Barbados bound for Baltimore. It never arrives. No wreckage, no distress signals, just gone. The largest ship loss in U.S. Navy history, not involving combat. Was it a structural failure or something more sinister? Then, on December 5th, 1945, came Flight 19, the squadron of 5 U.S. Navy bombers, on a routine training mission from Fort Lauderdale. Led by Lieutenant Charles Taylor, the pilots reported their compasses malfunctioning. Everything looked strange, even the ocean. One radioed, "We seem to be lost." Hours later, a rescue plane sent to find them also vanished. 27 men, 6 aircraft, swallowed by the sea. No bodies, no debris ever found. This incident catapulted the Triangle into infamy, inspiring headlines and horror stories. But these aren't isolated tales. Over 50 ships and 20 planes have reportedly disappeared here since the mid-1800s. Take the Ellen Austin in 1881, a schooner that encountered a derelict vessel adrift in the Triangle. Crew boarded it, but a storm separated them. When reunited, the ghost ship was empty again. Its salvage team vanished. Or the Witchcraft in 1967, a luxury yacht that called for help just a mile from Miami Harbor, only to be found intact with life jackets untouched and the captain's dog alone on board. The passengers? Nowhere. So, what lurks beneath? Skeptics say it's all hype. No more vanishings here than in any busy shipping lane, but theories abound. Natural explanations point to methane gas eruptions from the seabed, massive bubbles that could sink ships in seconds by reducing water density, rogue waves up to 100 feet tall, or the Gulf Stream's fierce currents dragging wreckage away, magnetic anomalies. The Triangle sits where true north and magnetic north converge, confusing compasses. Human error amplified by sudden storms, absolutely possible. But for the thrill seekers, wilder ideas beckon. Could it be the lost city of Atlantis, its crystal technology warping reality? Survivors of Flight 19 described a white water void, perhaps a portal to another dimension. Or extraterrestrials? UFO sightings pepper the area, with some blaming alien abductions. Even a buried comet from 11,000 years ago, emitting electromagnetic interference. In 2024, experts like FIU's Thomas Guillertet proposed seismic activity or poison gas for the Cyclops, but the Triangle guards its secrets. Fact or fiction, you decide. If you've braved these waters or have a theory, drop it in the comments below. Subscribe to Dave's After Dark archive for more mysteries that keep you up at night, sweet dreams, or nightmares.
Hey, thank you for hanging out with me tonight. This is our first show, and so we're still getting some of the rust off of some of the segments and things, but I do appreciate you hanging out and checking it out. If you missed part of it, go ahead and go back and check out the rest of it on replay if you get a chance. And we'll look forward to doing it again sometime very soon. I've got a little closeout segment that poses lots of questions, so you're welcome to hang out in the chat at that point. Good night.